Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome. You join us for this 5-5 between England and India. I'm Mike Atherton, and with me for this exciting contest is Mel Jones, Ali Mitchell, Ian Healy, and the dashing...
I can't see the logic in that choice. The bowlers would have been chomping at the bit to start things off. Instead, they'll have to watch the openers dodge some grenades.
Ready for the first ball here in... In the commentary box, what should be an enthralling contest between these two teams.
Some moves being made in the field, looking pretty balanced now between defensive and attacking.
Yes.
That's a boundary save for sure. No pressure as they've found a gap.
I, for one, reckon that second run was on, but clearly the batters knew better.
Butler comes out to bat in a bit of form, but it'll be interesting to see how they go today.
Yes.
That's off the middle of the bat. A couple on offer here.
And they're away and nicely off the mark.
Yep.
Edged, unplayable.
Bowler.
There'll be one run here for them.
Tucked it nicely into the gap. Pick up a single, rotate the strike.
Yep.
Edge, what a ball. Loud shout.
Waiting.
Doesn't beat the infield.
Yep.
Big shout. Tough call either way. Might be worth risking a review if they're right.
Looking good so far, no issue with the bounce. Nothing wrong with the impact. Would it hit the wickets though? Going on to miss everything, and a valuable review is lost.
It wasn't a great decision to start with. Not surprised to see the umpire's decision stand. The right-arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the pavilion end. That's going a long way. What a shot that is.
That was the slow ball, and it didn't fool anyone. Got the timing just right. Beautiful shot.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key. Nicked it. Huge appeal. Edge. Amazing delivery.
No runs on that occasion. Positioned nicely, just too early on the shot. Couldn't find a gap. To get dot.
Nicely played.
That's a very difficult shot to get right. Straight back at the bowler with a lot of pace, and the covering fielder had no chance.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, around about off stump, and that'll force the mistake. Quick onto that in the infield. End of the over, 10 off it. England are none for 16. The right armour is coming into the attack from the grandstand end.
Yes.
Thick edge. Comfortable single if they take it.
They decided against the run. Not sure why, if I'm being honest. They would have made it comfortably.
Yes.
High, high, high in the air. This should be an easy chance.
Good precision with a throw back from the deep. Nicely ran, working the ball away into the gaps to find the easy single.
Yep.
Sounded good the moment it hit the bat.
You sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well timed, and 4 runs.
Confident appeal. Could it be? Misses everything.
Nice.
Not a very smart shot. Got nothing onto it in the end.
Very tidy over, but they're still searching for that first wicket. Maybe it's just around the corner. We've seen good control and spin from this bowler. Looking forward to seeing what they can do here.
Yes.
That's mistimed. It's gone high. Should be gone.
A brilliantly timed shot off the back foot. It just flew to the boundary for 6.
Patel shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots. Just need to tighten their areas now.
Yes.
That ball has been hit. The crowd to get that much power coming forward on the front foot is ridiculous.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
Yep.
Now that was beautifully struck with a perfect straight bat.
The crowd are really getting quite raucous. It's going to be difficult to focus down in the middle with this amount of noise. Good
Yes.
shot. A beauty.
They're the sort of shots that you just stand and admire. Gets onto the back foot and rolls the wrist to keep control and find the boundary.
Edged. Will you listen to the crowd? They are loving it. It's difficult to hear yourself think in here.
Yes.
That's what you pay the entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
Playing all their shots in that over. A very expensive over. Going with spin now. Massive edge.
Catch it.
That's right off the meat of the bat.
Yep.
Those runs bring up the 50 partnership between these two.
That's the 50 partnership between these two, gaining some momentum nicely for the team.
Yes.
That's gone. Couldn't ask for an easier catch.
The first wicket is down, back to the pavilion, and disappointment is etched on their face. Can't believe they got out like that.
Number 3.
Yep.
Finds the edge. They shouldn't get too discouraged with that last ball. The first step as a bowler is to get the batter playing, which they've managed.
Yep, yep.
If they can find the right spot, the
Bowlers.
reward will eventually come.
Good running, just finding the gap, and that allows for rotation of the strike and keeps the pressure on the bowlers.
We thought it might be a good pitch to bat on at the start of the day, and we were right. It was a long, hard slog from the bowlers, and now it's a big total to chase down. A couple of big partnerships will be required to get these runs. Beautiful cover drive. A hint of movement in the air and eased towards the boundary.
You can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
Tried for something a bit different the last ball. The captain shouldn't mind that. If they get it right, they might just get the wicket. Great shot.
No.
Got their head right in line with the ball. A beautiful strike there down the ground.
Sharma is really starting to get on top of this bowling. May need a few changes to halt this momentum.
Wait there.
Straight to the fielder.
Yep. To the keeper.
Really raced between the wickets after it was clipped away nicely behind square.
A big opportunity. They've worked hard in recent weeks. They should have the confidence to build an innings and get big runs on the board.
Wait.
Can't get
Yep.
that outside the ring field.
Yep, yep. No.
A little bit of confusion out in the middle, but they've got back quickly. No harm done. Both batters survive.
Bowled him! Beauty, absolute beauty.
India are now 1 for 9.
A new batter always likes to field bat on ball early on as they bring a bit of energy to the crease. The right armour is coming on to bowl from the grandstand end.
Catch it!
Beautifully played through the leg side off the back foot.
Good return there, back from the deep. It was slightly shorter, but it was seen early. Got onto the back foot quickly. Just pushed it away behind square.
Catch! Yep.
Head over the ball, great shot, that's racing away.
Nothing really wrong with the delivery. Got onto the front foot and found the space to get that one to the boundary.
Boundary off the last ball. What's to come off this delivery, I wonder? Got all of it, and for 6.
It was a shorter ball, but seen really early, quickly onto the back foot and powered over the boundary for 6.
It's been a great over so far. 2 boundaries from it. Runs coming very easily. Times it nicely.
That was pure elegance, right out of the textbook, that shot.
It can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes you just got to accept it and move on.
That was a pretty wild delivery, lost all control.
It's really hard not to get caught up in the excitement. The crowd are loving every minute of this game.
Wait there! Yep.
Very quick out there, managing to stop it and preventing 4 runs.
Just pivoted onto the back foot, so easily done to knock it behind square.
End of the over. 19 runs coming from it. India are 1 for 28. Rashid coming into the attack from the pavilion end.
Yep.
Mistimed it completely. Did just enough to get it to the rope.
That last ball isn't something you'd want to see a repeat of. You don't want to be giving easy runs away.
Catch him! Yep.
A good ball, but they blazed it away. Great batting.
Back-to-back boundaries. The bowler will be searching for something now. Just a dot ball or 2 to settle things down.
Wait!
Cuts that off well in the infield.
Yep.
Great shot through the gap.
What a lovely shot. Really good timing, out of the middle and raced to the boundary.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball, and it'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond.
Waiting.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
No! Yep. No!
They make it home, but there should never have been the chance of a run out in the first place.
Wait there. Yep. No!
Questions will begin to be asked. Should the captain make a change? A big over that one. Too many loose deliveries. Going with pace now.
Yup.
Livingston did very nicely out there on the boundary.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Yeah.
That's great fielding. That ball was flying.
Exquisitely done on the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Catch that! Yep, yep.
Out! Good catch.
Well, they lose the second wicket. It's a long way back to the sheds. And you can tell they're not happy with that dismissal.
The field will come up now, you'd think. Pressure should definitely be on the new batter, who strides to the middle. They will be looking for another quick wicket.
No! Yeah.
Pushed nicely into the covers. Might go all the way.
Fielders there in the covers, but they put it right into the gap. That's a beautiful shot.
Morgan, I don't think will be too happy with their bowler at the moment.
Wait.
6 runs added in the over. India are 2 for 46. Mills, the left-arm fast bowler, is coming on to bowl from the pavilion end.
Catch it!
Overstepping, just a little too eager on that delivery. Well, that was a really solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
Mills will be disappointed with that previous delivery. Not up to their normal standards.
Yep.
Right off the middle of the bat.
That was a massive shot, middled, and it flew over the boundary. Brilliant stuff.
What else do they have in their bag of tricks? Not much seems to be working at the moment. Timed that brilliantly.
And that marks the end of the match. England have taken the victory. Thank you very much for joining us here for this match. Please take care and stay for your
Always looked like that target was just under par, and so it proved. Chased down easily, great batting and a deserved win.
That's the end of our broadcast for now. Hope you enjoyed the game and join us again real soon